Hi, and welcome to lesson 8 in my course on how to create professional movies in Final Cut Pro X. In this lesson, we're going to be covering everything about keyframing. So just in case you might have missed out on my previous lesson where I talked about titles in Final Cut, you might want to check that out as well. Knowing how to use keyframes is essential for creating custom effects and animation in Final Cut Pro. That's why I'll be going through everything about keyframing in this lesson. In this lesson, I'll be covering how to add a keyframe, how to adjust a keyframe, how to delete a keyframe, and I'll also be showing you different examples of how you can use keyframes. So by the end of this lesson, you will definitely know what keyframing is and how you can use keyframes. So let's get straight into it. Hi, and welcome to lesson 8 in my course on how to create professional movies in Final Cut Pro X. In this lesson, we're going to be taking a look at keyframes. So first off, what is keyframing? Keyframing is another word for custom animation or movement. Imagine that you have some footage and you want to apply an effect, but you don't want the effect to come in all suddenly. You want the effect to gradually fade in. So for that, you can use keyframes. Keyframes are also good for the animation of overlay pictures, videos, and pre-keyed stock footage. So if you have an overlay video down in your bottom right corner, and you want that to gradually move over to the bottom left corner in a specific movement, you could use keyframes to do that. So let's say you wanted this clip to fade from its original look to a specific effect. Then first off, you would go over to the effects menu and find the effect that you like. I'm just going to choose bleach bypass, and by holding my cursor over the effect, I get a quick preview of what the effect looks like with my footage. So I'm going to click the effect and drag it over to my footage to add it. So the next step is to find out when you want the effect to begin, and I'm just going to choose right here, and be sure that your footage is selected. Then go over to the effects menu and decrease the amount. Then click this little keyframe button right here,